Hi, my name is Brett Swarts, founder of Capital Gains Tax Solutions. Biden raising capital gains tax if your income is more than 1 million. That is the subject of today's video. So, what is the proposal and when could it happen? Well, part of the American Families Plan, Joe Biden and the Biden administration is calling for a 39.6% tax rate on long-term capital gains tax. And that's roughly about double the current rate, which is about 20%. Now, it's important to understand this is for people with incomes of more than $1 million. So if you're below that, you're doing just fine. But for those above that, it can be really a big impact. In fact, it's only about 0.3% of U.S. households have this $1 million or more. However, sometimes when you're selling something that's highly appreciated, that can put you into a higher tax bracket. So even though you have a lower tax bracket, if you are selling something for more than $1 million, check with your CPA. This could put you into that higher bracket, even though you've maybe never made $1 million before. Okay, so make sure you are aware of that. Now, if you're looking in California, this is where I'm at, and we're on the front lines, I feel like, of folks paying big taxes for a lot of things. And you're looking at 13.3% in the state of California, then it's 20% currently at the federal. And then if you're selling like an investment property, you have another 3.8% in a Medicare tax. So that can be upwards of 37%. Now, if you have depreciation recapture, you can probably add another 3 or 5% of that as well. So I like to say somewhere between 30 and 50%, depending on what state you live in and what depreciation you've taken. And so what's happening here, if this passes, again, if you make more than $1 million, instead of 30 to 50%, depending on the state you live in and the depreciation recapture, this could be somewhere between, let's say, 50 and 70%, which is sort of crazy to think about, but it could happen. Now, from time to time, these proposals are presented, and sometimes folks start at a high number and then negotiate a lower number. We'll have to wait and see, but it is something that's definitely been in the news, and is something you should consider when selling a highly appreciated asset such as cryptocurrency, a primary home, a business, investment, real estate. And the key is to have a plan and to have clarity on what your options are, and making sure you're doing the planning before you sell. With things like the Deferred Sales Trust of what we offer, these need to be set up prior to close of escrow, and oftentimes even prior to the contract going too far down the road. What does that mean? Well, that means the buyer perhaps has removed all contingencies. And if they've removed all contingencies, it can be too late for us to help you. So make sure that you get with your CPA and get with us, and to clarify your options. You can go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com, capitalgainstaxsolutions.com. And with that, I wish you well and all of your planning for all of your capital gains tax deferral. Thanks so much for